Hello everyone, I welcome you all to ATM Creations and I welcome you all to the Zero to Hero Embroidery series too. In this video, we would learn 4 different stitches: satin stitch, herringbone stitch, chevron stitch and feather stitch. To begin with, we will do satin stitch. Satin stitch is basically very simple. Series of straight stitches, that's what we will do, but there is some small tactics that you need to follow to have the satin effect. Let me do a small sample here. You begin from the bottom line and exactly imagine a straight line and put the needle back here. Pull the thread gently as always. And now for the next stitch, bring the needle out as close as possible to the previous one and do the same type of straight stitch only. Once the stitch is over on the top, if you just touch and see, it has a satin effect, which is why it is called as a satin stitch. Now there is another way of handling it. I'll show you now. Let's imagine that from this point to this point, you want to do satin stitch. Leave some gap and do the straight stitch again. I'll do 4 such stitches to demonstrate this method. This is the third one that I'm doing. I'll do the 4th one now. Now in these gaps, I'll do a couple of more stitches to fill the gap. So first I'll start with this gap. Sometimes people find this particular method easier to fill. Whichever method you find it easier, you can go ahead with that. Now I'll go for this gap. So when you fill the gap and do the stitches with little gap, whatever it is, pull the thread gently and slowly. Both the gaps are filled. Now the final gap. To finish the stitch, put a knot at the back and secure the stitch. These are the 2 ways in which I handle satin stitch. Now we will move to herringbone. We will now start with herringbone. To start with herringbone stitch, bring the needle out in this corner of the line. Diagonally opposite. Imagine that there is a square here, diagonally opposite. And then leave a little gap and bring the needle out from this point. Wherever the needle edge is showing, just watch out from here to here. This must be the gap and bring the needle out. Now from there to here. Bring the needle out with a little gap, like this, and then diagonally opposite. Again a little gap, needle outside. Now diagonal, put the needle back inside. Leave a gap, bring the needle out. This is exactly how the stitch proceeds. I'll do 2 to 3 more for your easy reference. So once you are done with the stitch, as usual, put the knot at the back and finish the stitch. We will now do chevron stitch. This is quite similar to herringbone, but there is a small variation which I'll explain now. To start with chevron stitch, you should ideally have 2 lines. I'll do a small straight stitch here in the same line itself. Small gap, not too much. So here I'm just putting the needle back inside. Keep it as a loop, do not pull it fully. Now in between these two, I'll bring the needle outside again. And now you can gently pull the thread fully. See, now this forms a small stitch here. Now from here, diagonally opposite. Put the needle here. Pull the thread gently. Now this stitch has to be formed here as well. So we'll bring the needle out. Put it back in. Before pulling the thread completely, bring the needle out again, and now you can pull it gently and form that stitch like that. And now diagonally opposite, put the needle back. Now this stitch has to be formed. Let's do that. Before pulling, we will bring the needle out from the center. Now you can gently pull the thread completely. Now go to the diagonal. Put the needle back. So always before pulling this loop completely, bring the needle out. As close as possible, not exactly on the same point. Do it slowly. Now again, back here. Now I'll do 2 more stitches so that you can follow. This is how we do chevron stitch. Now we will move to feather stitch. So if you notice, there are 4 lines for the feather stitch. I'm going to start from the first line here, and then there should be a V shape formed. So I'll put the needle back into the fabric in the third line. Keep the loop here and bring the needle out from this point, if you notice. And when I bring it out, the V shape will be formed like this. Now the next V shape will be between the second and the fourth line. So I'll put the needle back here, exactly the straight. Okay, and then keep the loop, it should be intact. And for the V shape to be formed, bring the needle out from the third line. Now we will do it again here. Straight line here. Put the needle. Keep the loop intact. Bring the needle out. Form that V shape. It should be proper V shape, not U. And then from second to fourth line. It's actually very easy, but you just have to do it slowly so that you don't get confused with the lines. And this is how you will continue. I'll do 2 more stitches without any explanations so that you can follow it clearly. To finish the stitch, put the needle back, put a knot at the back and complete it. So I'm sure these 4 stitches were easy for you to understand. Now go ahead, practice it and let me know how you feel. Thank you for watching.